There they are, the Killers, and we are counting down less than 2 months to go. They're going to be in our city, and this is just something so special for us, something that we've been very much looking forward to right now.
Yeah,
Kate.
they're coming to Queensland Country Bank Stadium November the 30th. We are so excited. It is the Killers, to be joined this morning by the founder, the lead vocalist, the primary songwriter, the keyboardist, and the occasional bassist, Mr. Brandon Flowers. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
just a little bit on your business card there, Brandon.
Occasional bass. I like that. Occasional basses.
Do you still get out and pay the bass every now and again, or do you like to kind of be front and center these days, Brandon?
Yeah, no, yeah. There's one song in particular that I will break out the old bass for reasons unknown. But yeah, no, I like to be free up there and spread my wings.
Beautiful. And we can't wait to see that. I was thinking about my love affair with you guys, and, you know, you've been wowing Australian audiences for a good 20 years now. But I feel like Australia's relationship took a massive step forward with you guys when you played the AFL Grand Final back in 2017. Was that feeling reciprocated? Do you feel like your love affair with Australia sort of went up a notch being part of that? Because it was just such a huge gig.
It was a great moment in our career, and it also allowed us to pay our respects to some of Australian music that shaped us. You know, we did Forgotten Years.
Yes.
And it was it just ended up being a beautiful day, and we were nervous going into it, but it's something that we'll never forget now.
Brandon, I've got clear recollections of seeing you at a big day out in Sydney, probably back in 2007. So you've been coming down under for quite some time. What is it about Australian audiences? What do we sort of bring to the table that's maybe different to your maybe American audiences?
There is an appreciation for I think just for the tunes and for the craft that we notice. You know, still a very rock and roll place, and a very, even pop music and everything. It just seems to be have a little bit more of a sparkle to it down there that maybe is fading a little bit in America. Mm-hmm. And so we definitely picked up on that right away, and it's something that we really appreciate about Australia.
I hope, and I'm sure we'll bring that when you play in Townsville in November. Let's talk about Las Vegas. It's where you guys are from. It's your home. Australia has this weird kind of, I think, fairy tale kind of image of Las Vegas and Sin City. But to you, like I say, it's home. Your first album was called Flamingo. You sort of grew up working in the casinos. What is your relationship with Las Vegas these days? And does it still inspire you to be the showman that you are?
Yeah, I think it's amazing how it gave us permission to do things that now I'm so grateful for, the way that we perform on stage, and that little bit of showbiz and that little bit of extra that you get at a Killers concert. I don't think that it would have happened had we been from New York City or Los Angeles, and it's a part of our heritage now, and something that we wear proudly. And so there are wonderful things about the place, but just like with anyone, where you grow up, you kind of can have a love-hate relationship with the place that you're from. And there are some sides to the town that are not as great.
Yeah.
But there's something special. There's people coming just in droves with this optimism and this hope to win big in the casinos. And I think I've tapped into that energy since I was a young kid. And I think that's something that I try to focus on.
Brandon, crazy to believe that the Killers has been around for over 20 years. You were in your early 20s when you started the band. You're now in your early 40s. What does 43-year-old Brandon Flowers have to say to 23-year-old Brandon Flowers?
Oh my gosh. It's funny. It's all been such a roller coaster and happened so fast that I don't feel so far removed from that young man, but I have grown quite a bit and evolved quite a bit. And I think I kind of knew what was going to happen. So I don't know that I could give him much advice. I think, things that are going to make you better, they're going to be hard. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be worth it. And so any risks that we've taken along the way have always kind of paid off. And I'm grateful for that courage that we've had.
All right. Brandon Flowers from the Killers. Quickly before we let you go, have you ever heard of a shoey? Do you know what a shoey is? You're coming to North Queensland, we're the shoey capital of Australia. Has this ever entered your peripherals, the phenomenon that is the Australian shoey?
I do not know about shoey.
This is probably a good thing.
Okay. So a shoey, I think it was made famous by Daniel Ricciardo, who's an Australian F1 driver. After
you drink out of the shoe.
That's
drink
right. Yeah.
Can we maybe count on you and the boys after Queensland Country Bank Stadium doing perhaps a shoey on stage?
Maybe if you brought like a fresh pair from from store.
So some fresh shoes and maybe a fresh cold beer?
Yeah, not my shoey, but maybe a brand new shoey.
Yeah, we don't want a sweaty Brandon Flowers boot and sock and all that going down that throat. All right, the countdown is on. It's the end of November, November 30. We absolutely cannot wait. This city is abuzz. Brandon Flowers, we can't wait to have you here and just enjoy your time down under. Great to chat.
Thank you.
It's Trip